my message. And if those mothers were here today, I wouldn't mean no disrespect, but I'd had a little song from Put Your Hands Together. Come on. If them mothers was here tonight, I'd pull them over real softly and talk to them. I'd tell them, listen, mother, stop breathing. Your breath is killing me. Stop breathing. Your breath is killing me. Well, your breath smell like smoke from an 18-wheeler. It'll run you over and just might kill you. Stop breathing. Your breath is killing me. Y'all don't believe it. Stop breathing. Your breath is killing me. Mama, stop breathing. Your breath is killing me. Well, when you walk in the room get hotter. When you speak to me, my eyes start to water. Stop breathing. Your breath is killing me. Come on, y'all, help me. It's killing me. It's killing me. Oh, your breath is killing me.
Greeting from Church Stars Network. My name is Nicole, President, and we wanted to come to you tonight to do a special memorial tribute to comedian Pastor Fred Thomas. Church Stars is a network of Christian filmmakers, playwrights, comedians, actors, producers, everything Christian arts except for music. And when I first started Church Stars, I just started getting online and looking for people in the industry and contacting them, telling them about this network that I wanted to create, a news network. You know, we would be reporting on their events and letting everybody know what they were doing and when and where they could go see a stage play or a comedy show. And, you know, when I first contacted Fred, we were just kindred spirits. And you know, we just really developed a great friendship. After doing the news and, you know, reporting our stories for a while, I decided that I wanted to do an award show. So I created the award show and I was like, you know, Fred, I want you to host the first one. And then we ended up, you know, just in talking on the phone, sharing our dreams and things that we wanted to do. And, was like, you know, we need to do a sitcom. He's like, I got one. And I'm like, okay, well, tell me about it. And I flew him out to Phoenix and Steve Ward, Bishop Bucky. And, you know, it wasn't about money. It was just, you know, people that were just had all this passion for what we did. And we just said, hey, come out here. Let's just start creating stuff and just see what happens. And you know, Fred flew out here a few times. I flew to Dallas. I'm in Phoenix. And we just really developed a great friendship. My children love Fred. Everybody from the church loved Fred. My parents love Fred. The Church Stars News hosts, Stacey Reynolds, D. Scott and Shanine grew to love Fred. And we just became one big family, and it just felt like we knew each other for years. Fred was just the type of person that you could talk to. And like, you know, tonight I could have dressed up as Nicole, the CEO, you know, but I said, you know, I want to get online and talk to you like, you know, I would talk to my friend Pastor Fred when he called or I called him. And you know, I'm just talking to him while I'm driving in the car, I'm cooking dinner or whatever, and we're just going back and forth with, you know, ideas. And, you know, he told me so many of his dreams and, you know, to know somebody, you know, before they really kind of, you know, get to do big things, to know them before that and then to see them realize it. And I remember one of his first things was opening for Aretha Franklin, and then, you know, he did the whole Whataburger honey biscuit things, and that got like 8 million views, and then hooked up with Ricky Smiley. And so, you know, to know him before and then to see him realize his dreams. Fred was just a really special person. You know, we both talked to each other about the, you know, ups and downs that you go through, while you're in this kind of ministry. And I remember one day he called me. He was like, Nick, I feel like quitting. I don't want to do this no more. And I'm calling you because I don't know you can talk me out of it. So just get to talking. And, so that's kind of, we just had a really fun relationship. And one of the first persons that I reached out to when I wanted to do this tribute for Fred was Desiree, Pastor Fred's wife. Thank you, Desiree. I want to just say that up front. Oftentimes, the lady or the man behind the person in ministry are often overlooked. And, it's always about, that the person that has the talent, but then you have these people behind you that you come home to and you vent to, and you just lay down your head and rest. It was a priority for me to make sure and acknowledge you. Pastor Fred meant a lot to us, but he was the love of your life, and so I wanted to make sure and honor you and make sure you had a space to say something if you wanted to. And Desiree didn't necessarily want to go on camera, but she did write something that we're going to show to you a little later on. But first, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the times that I've shared and the people that are part of Church Stars and my crew here in Phoenix, the times that we shared with Fred. Let's take a look. Look who I got with me.
You better believe it, baby. He's here.
Pastor Fred.
We in the house.
One of the VIP Church Stars.
Yeah. Church Stars.
All right.
Right, but Faith Cuts is coming. We're going to cut your hair and let you know that God is able to bring you through.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
You better believe it, baby.
Okay. You know what? We're going to dedicate this breakfast to Pastor Fred.
Yes.
Comedian Pastor Fred.
We love you.
Because we know if you were here with us today, you would be thoroughly enjoying this breakfast with us.
Yay.
This is Steve Ward. I don't know what I am. Channeling my inner Michael Jackson. Just say now. I'm coming out there to give y'all some edges. Young, people don't have no edge. Their edge ain't tight. Sometimes they ain't living right. Have you ever walked in the supermarket and somebody left a poop right in the aisle and it just stood there? He should have took that poop with him when he left. So I'm a little troubled right now, but y'all pray for me. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
That's for you, Mom. She said, hey.
Hey, girl, slow.
Yeah.
Let's see if y'all gonna be saying that when I say cut.
Okay, wait. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me tell you. Like I told you on Friday, the lady you met last weekend, that was Nicole. The lady you're gonna meet today, that's Nikki.
We have a certain amount of footage and stuff, so I'm not gonna be playing with y'all
We're
today.
not having that today. Get somewhere and straighten yourself
You
out.
better keep the laughs inside.
Church Stars is a place for me. Hey, yeah, Church Stars, Church Stars. Nicole won't let me have nothing
Sandwiches,
to drink,
Mom.
cause she think I'm gonna use a restroom on myself. I just want something to drink.
How y'all gonna come to my city and get on the news?
I wonder if it's something more sinister at work here.
This has always been a festive thing at Starbucks. So what are the cutbacks about? Or is everything just plain Jane now?
Would you understand if I told you I was tired? I'm so in love with life. Green eggs and ham.
Is this a Michael Jackson voice? Oh, he's stuck.
I'm so tired, I don't even know what to do next.
Hey, so what you think about that chicken and them greens and the
Let me tell you
macaroni and
something.
cheese?
Let me tell you something, we had a spread for your big head today. Sometimes, man, you got to stop looking at the situation where you look at it and just see it as, man, you may be the only Bible he reads. Listen, young man, let me tell you something. Everything ain't always like it seems. You could be out there texting somebody and you don't know who's on the other end. Let me ask you a question. Has God ever put you in some position that made you mad? Has God ever put you in some position that pressed you, but you stayed with him? See this phone right here? When it messes up, I have to take it back to the place. And you know what they do? They restore it back to default. It goes right back to the place it used to be. You're at a place right now where you need to ask God to restore you back to the place where you used to be. But you know one thing about it? He's a good God. Because if you got bubble guts, that means you had some groceries.
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad to be a part of Church Stars. Church Stars is literally changing my life right now. You know, I've been in ministry 20 years, and I realize that people need a little in order to feel what they need to feel, because sometimes people don't even know what they need. But if you put a little sauce on everything that you see, then it'll all come out better. This is your man, D. Pastor Fat, here on Periscope tonight with a testimony. I believe I'll testify. We have received some reports of people testifying. That's what I said. Testifying. God bless you tonight. God bless you tonight. I have never in my life heard such a sound come from a human being. Yes. I went from one key to the next key, to the next, 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 and could not find the sound that was coming out of her mouth anywhere. I've heard broke dogs whistle, and I've never heard.
How did they sound? How did broke dogs sound?
I am a very accomplished musician. I have traveled in England and Europe and Japan, and I've never heard anything like that in my life. Home Depot is hiring because you ain't singing.
Now let's take a look at some of the church stars from all over the country who wanted to share some special thoughts about Pastor Fred.
Well, hello there. I'm Trina Jeffrey, aka Sister Cantaloupe, and I'm here to talk about my friend Fred Thomas. I didn't know him in the beginning of his career. I was living in California, and a mutual friend of ours, George Clinskill, called me and said, "Have you heard of this guy, Fred Thomas?" And I was like, "No, I've not heard of him." He said, "Well, you need to check him out. He's awesome." Well, I'm the kind of comedian, I don't like to listen to other comedians' sets, because I don't want something to spark in my head and then 2 years later I think it's mine. So I said, okay, I try to check him out. I was just being cordial. And then about a week later, my friend Steve Ward, Bucky, he called. He said, "Trina, have you heard this guy, Fred Thomas?" I was like, "No, somebody else just told me about him." I said, "I guess I need to check him out." So I went on Facebook and I saw his rendition of Bluebell Ice Cream, and I was like, "Oh my God, he is hilarious." Is he a singer? Is he a preacher? Is he a comedian? What is he? He was so amazing. And so I reached out to him on Facebook, and he reached back. And he's like, Sister Cantaloupe, blah, blah, blah. He's just going on and on and on and on. And we cracked up. And I said, "Hey, I'm moving back to Dallas, and I would love for you to be a part of my comedy show, bringing Sister Cantaloupe back." And he said, "I would love to be a part of it." So we got back and we had rehearsal. And so my musician who I had scheduled didn't show up. And he was unable to show up. And so Frank got on the piano, the keyboard. And I was like, "You play?" He's like, "Yes." I said, "So you play the piano and you're a preacher, you're a singer. What are you, Cedric the Entertainer?" He's like, "Yeah, that's what I am." I was like, boy, I mean, he was amazing. And we were doing spoofs on all the old sitcom songs like Good Times and Golden Girls. And so I started singing. He said, No, Sister Cantaloupe, you don't sing. I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "No, you don't." I said, "Look here, boy, I have my own key, okay? And when I'm ready to sing, I hand it to the musician and they play that key. He say, well, don't hand it to me because the key is not on the keyboard. But he was so good. So he took our comedy show from here all the way up there. I mean, he was so amazing. And I had another artist already scheduled, Johnny Johnson. He's another amazing singer, and I'm a fan of his. So I was like, you know, Johnny Johnson is coming. He's going to sing. But while we were doing our comedy show, Fred was so awesome in his singing. I forgot we had a whole nother singer. He was so amazing. I remember when he had another bout with an illness, and we had to do another show for him. We had to do a show for him, and he fought and he won that battle. And his son, Fred Jr., came up to me and said that how much that Fred admired me and loved me, and we were praying for him. Then he won. He got out and he started doing better, and we were so excited about that. And I also remember we were at the Church Stars, an award show, and he was doing this joke about his shoes, and he's at the airport, and the lady asked him to take his shoes off. And the reason you hear me on the video laughing so hard is because I was there. We flew together because we from Dallas and we was flying to Phoenix, and the TSA lady asked me to take his shoes off. He said, ma'am, do you know how long it took me to put these shoes on? He said, I'm fat. You don't ask a fat man to take his shoes off. He said, sir, please take your shoes off. He said, ma'am, it took me 3 hours to put these shoes on. I said, Fred, it took you 3 hours to put them shoes on. In the first hour, you should have picked some better shoes. He talking about, Cantaloupe, these are my better shoes. We was cracking up. That boy was a mess. I called him Cedric the Entertainer because he could do it all. I remember him singing about, what is it, Whataburger, biscuit sandwich. I mean, Marvin Winans had nothing on him. He was an amazing singer, preacher, everything. I remember I couldn't do a show, and I called him and I said, hey, I'm gonna give you this show. I can't do it. He called me back and said, Sister Kello, hey, you gave me this show. He said, they said you already sent my money. I said, yes. He said, I never made this kind of money before. I said, this is the kind of money you should be making because you are just that great. Fred, I know you're in heaven right now, and I know you're making them laugh up there and keeping them up, but we miss you down here. The world's just a little bit dimmer without you in it. Fred, Thomas, we see your halo, and we miss you. My name is Trina Jeffrey, aka Sister Cantaloupe, and I approve these messages.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Hodges from Texas, and I'm a clean comedy promoter. I had the pleasure of working with comedian Pastor Fred on numerous occasions. I can remember just on last month, he was here in Killeen doing a show for us here, and it was a great turnout. Everyone enjoyed him, and he was just a beacon of light everywhere he went. Just gonna really miss him. I had great times with him. Great talks with him, doing great ministry. He was a overall great guy, great comedian whose career was, I believe, was just taking off with him being on the Ricky Smiley morning show, and I think things were going to be even greater for him. But God knows best, so he's up in heaven right now looking down upon us, and we're never going to forget you, comedian Pastor Fred. We're going to continue to ring your name out on every show that we do here in the future in 2021. Again, we love you, Fred. Rest in heaven.
Greetings, family. This is comedian K-Mac, the comedian with the big heart, who gets the big laughs from Wilmington, Delaware. And I am sending my prayers of comfort, peace of mind, strength, and wisdom during this difficult time to all family and friends of Pastor Fred Thomas. I had the opportunity to meet Pastor Fred September of 2017. It was actually my first time being nominated for a Church Stars Network Award for Best Comedian of the Year. And he was actually hosting that year. So I went up to him and I asked, may I take a picture with you, sir? And he was so approachable. And you could just tell his heart and his demeanor just from the first interaction. And you could tell that he was such a tangible example of God's love to so many. It just reminds me of a story. And I remember my mom, she lost one of her best friends. And she called me up and she said, K-Mac, Leanne died. And I said, Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm on my way. I just stopped what I'm doing and I just went on the way. But I know my mom, when she gets sad, she loves crabs. So I went and I picked up some crabs and I took it to her house and I sat at her feet and I let her eat her crabs and I let her talk about her friend. And I'm such a good daughter. I didn't even ask for none, right? Only for her to call me last week and say, hey, Mac, Sheila died. I said, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. So I just stopped what I'm doing and I went and picked up some crabs and I sat at her feet. But I noticed this time she wasn't doing that much talking. So I finally had enough nerve to look up and say, well, Mom, who is Sheila? I never really heard you talk about her before. And she gonna pick up the obituary talking about, well, according to this, she live in Texas. She got 3 kids. I said, you don't even know Sheila. You're just using me for some crabs. So I'm telling all the family and friends today, Pastor Fred Thomas, I'm getting some crabs and I'm sitting at your feet. And if you feel that you need to talk and talk about your friend, give me a call. I'll be here to listen. God bless you.
Hello, my Church Stars family. I am Dr. Katrina, entertainment executive, playwright extraordinaire, director, producer, all of those good things. Vice president of Ladies in Film and Television based out of Dallas, where our founder is the award-winning playwright Jeanette Greenwood. And so I come to you just to share a few words or memory about my brother from another mother, the Pastor Fred Thomas. Oh my God, from day one when Fred and I met, we clicked. He became a part of my family. Anything that we've had going on, I can pick up the phone and say, Fred, can you do this? Can you host? Can you whatever? He was just like a ball of sunshine. He kept us laughing, even when he may have been down, he still found the humor and found a way to inspire and encourage others. And so I'm saddened by his loss. And yes, I still ask why. But I am proud to say that Jeanette and I were able to bring Fred's story. We were the first people that he shared his story with publicly. We were able to share his story on the stage about 2 years ago. And during that time, just to watch his face, he was so elated and emotional at the same time, just to be able to have a voice and wanted to help others, especially men who was in the situation that he grew up in. And so just having that honor and that privilege to have that friendship and to share his story. He also participated in our documentary that we did earlier in 2020. And so just having him be a voice and be active. And it's just, it has been a real honor and a pleasure to know my brother. And so we're going to have his legacy shine. He was working on a book, so someone else that we connected to, he called and asked, Dr. Trina, Angie, can y'all work on my book? I gotta tell my story. And so we have vowed to tell his story as well. And what I will say is that life is very short. So please, pick up the phone, send a text to tell someone that you love them. Because people are here today and they're gone today. And so I just want to say that Church Stars, we love you. Thank you so much for putting this together. And Fred will definitely be missed.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, comedian Patrick Williams, aka Petey Ray Red, and I am on here to talk about my comedian brother, Pastor Fred. I met Pastor Fred in 2017 at a Church Stars Award, and he had us rolling. I'm talking about beginning to end. And I believe that even though we're going to miss Pastor Fred, he would still want us to continue to laugh. And if you're a comedian, look, he wants us to continue to make people laugh, because now is a time where people need laughter more than ever. So, Pastor Fred's family, I want you all to know that you all are in my prayers. And as you know, God gained an angel. I know he got him up there rolling. Look, whether it's a church, a comedy club, or just regular conversation, Pastor Fred got them weak. I'd never forget some of the videos that went viral. And we have those as memories. So continue to move on, keep pressing forward, and keep God first.
Hello, this is your girl Stacy, Sister Holloway from Dallas, Texas. Thank you, Church Stars, for allowing me to share my memories about my brother, my friend, my mentor, the Pastor Fred Thomas, one of the greatest comedians I know. He taught me everything. He taught me the highs and lows about comedy. He taught me the do's and the don'ts. He prayed for me. He kept me informed with a lot of things. We shared many stages together. He's taken me on the road with him. If he couldn't make a show, he would recommend that I would go in his place. Who would do that? Fred. Fred was just that guy. He was very loving, little teddy bear. I mean, that was my brother. He allowed me to be a part of his live recording back in January of 2020. We just shared the stage together this past October of 2020, and it was a blessing. My brother, he pressed through his pain, his sickness and all. Fred was the man, not only on stage, but off stage. He loved his wife, his kids, his family. Most of all, he loved the Lord. And guess what? He would do anything for anybody, because guess what? He did it for me. I'm grateful. He's going to be missed. I'm going to do this without crying, because Fred would want me to cry. He would want me to be laughing. But I'm going to cherish his life. When I hit the stage, I'm going to always think about Fred, because that was my brother. I love you all. And again, this is Stacy, Sister Holloway from Dallas, Texas. God bless you.
Hello, everybody. This is Willie Brown, and this is Uncle Rufus. And we wanted to send our condolences to our good friend, comedian, Pastor Fred Thomas. Yeah, Fred, we know you up in heaven, probably got the angels bent over, laughing and cracking up. I'm sure that heaven is a better place because you're there. I know you probably up there eating a Popeyes chicken sandwich and singing a song or something, but that's the kind of stuff that you used to do. Well, we want to send our condolences out to the family and our well wishes and our blessings of peace. And brother, we know we're going to see you again. Yeah, now we're going to see you again. If God say the same. I hope he say the same. He is going to say the same. I guess I'm doing the right thing. I hope you're doing the right thing. Are you saved? Yeah, I'm saved. And if you're saved, you're doing You're doing the right thing. Well, amen. We're going to see you again, Fred. We're going to see you again. God bless you.
My first memory of Fred was I seen a YouTube video. He was singing at a soul food restaurant, I think out of McKinney or somewhere. And the video started going viral. And I was like, man, who is this dude that's just like singing like this old school gospel quartet sing? I end up, I don't know how it happened, but Fred and I end up meeting. We end up having a gig together. So I end up meeting Fred, and I was just like, thought that I was like in the presence of like a big celebrity, because even back then you could see that Fred was just like on another level. He had the total package. He could sing. He had great punchlines in his jokes. He was a creative genius when it came to it. He was the doctor of medicine, the doctor of laughter, and then people would be moved and inspired by that, and then they would just go and give their lives to Christ. And Fred didn't forget about the other artists. He'll call you, see how you were doing. He'll pop up at your events out the blue. You'll look out in the crowd. There's Fred there. You never meet anyone like Fred that's just like a genuine person. You can talk to him about anything. So he's gonna be missed. His impact is going to be missed, but he's a foundation, because we are standing on Fred's shoulders. Because anytime when you think of Christian comedy now, you're gonna always go back to Pastor Fred.
Stacey Reynolds here from Church Stars News. Tribute to the Pastor Fred Thomas. Pastor Fred, you were my very first interview as a Church Stars News correspondent in Dallas, Texas at Miss Evelyn Jones Reed's play Creeps and Silly Women. You were an Obian comedian act, and you were my first interview, as well as you were the first one to sing Church Stars. Man, we're gonna miss you so much. You were such an inspiration to us all. And I was there when you spoke that word to Nicole, telling her to go for her dreams. That God gave her this vision, and Church Stars is not only needed, but so many people will be blessed by it. And you were a blessing to us. We love you, Pastor Fred.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jeanette Greenwood. I'm the CEO, founder of Ladies in Film and Television in Texas, as well as the owner of JG Studios. What can I say, or what can I not say about Fred Thomas, other than he is going to be dearly missed? I met him, and it feels like we've been knowing each other forever and ever and ever. It's been a couple of years that we've known each other, but it seems longer than that. And it just broke my heart when I got the news, and we're just gonna miss him. He actually debuted in one of several of our scenes for Corona Blues, our web series that came out, and I've worked with him on other projects, and he was a joy to work with. Funny, hilarious. I actually got a chance to write about his life in Rise of a Chainbreaker, and we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. This community is truly gonna miss him, and I just want to say to everybody, keep your head up, keep loving one another, keep supporting one another. We gotta do it, y'all. Love y'all.
Hey fam, I'm Snoop Robinson. Hey, I want to just talk about my boy Fred. Pastor Fred, comedian Fred, man, the brother was an amazing brother. I mean, it's all because of him that, I wanted to start eating honey biscuits, chicken biscuits. I mean, it was amazing how great those biscuits were. You have to think about the memories and the fun things that people left. I'm really deep and saddened that my brother's gone. There were some things that I was working on that I really wanted him to be a part of. He'll still be a part of it in spirit because, God knows where my heart was, as well as that is concerned. But just I'm glad the brother is not suffering anymore. What I love about Fred is that he was always willing to be a part of anybody's project, event, and it wasn't always about money. You got a lot of brothers that, hey, I gotta get paid, I gotta get paid. But him, he said, man, whatever you can do for me, or if you can't, I'm there for you. And I was honored to know the brother, to be an associate We wasn't real good friends as far as we kicked it. You know, people always want to say, yeah, I'm my best friend. We were very cool, no issues whatsoever. I mean, we pick up the phone, we talk to each other, but we were just one of those associates that when we needed each other, we could pick up the phone and make that happen. And brother, I know you're up top listening to me. We're gonna miss you down here. We're gonna miss the smiles. We're gonna miss the comedy. And I'm going to miss those chicken biscuits. Cause that's the only reason I went. You know, I only went because Fred, Comedian Fred had, made me hungry about some chicken biscuits and the sauce that runs down the chicken and it made your mouth watery and the biscuits were buttery I'm sorry, I'm reminiscing on my boy, man. I mean. And the Joker could sing. Oh my God, man. We love you, bruh. And for the family that sees this, we love y'all too. If there's anything that I can physically help with, or that you need that I can physically help on the needing, give me a call. Just inbox me, or just let me know. And I'm there if I can make it. Love y'all. Fred, we miss you, bruh. You're one of a kind. You're one of those that people will always remember. Love you, bro.
This is comedian Tanya Lewis. I've had the honor of knowing Fred since 2015. I flew out to Dallas, Texas, and I had a show with Fred. They was like, "You're gonna be on the show with Fred Thomas, girl, you gonna have a good time." I was like, what? I didn't know who Fred Thomas was. But boy, did I quickly discover who he was. So Fred rolled up at my hotel, picked me up, had the seat leaned back, looked at me, told my girl, you hungry? I'm gonna take you, we gonna get something to eat. You wanna go to Whataburger? I said, I heard about Whataburger, but I don't know what no Whataburger is. But we can go. Fred and I went on a Whataburger tour. So we got to the show. We did the show. Fred killed it. Oh my gosh, Fred killed it. He was funny. Not only is Fred a gifted comedian, he's a gifted pastor. He is an anointed person. I am extremely honored to be able to just call him my friend. From remixing songs like Take Me to the Gym, or You Thought It Was Fun, so you played the Powerball, spent all your money. I mean, he just created songs to make you laugh. Bluebell Ice Cream. Fred will truly be missed. This is not goodbye. This is see you later. It was truly an honor to be able to tour the road with Fred, to be able to call him my friend whenever I came in town. We would hook up. Fred and I was on a diet every Monday. We're gonna start again we're gonna start on Monday. We should have been skinny by now. So I am looking forward to meeting Fred again. Fred, you ain't got no bills now. You ain't hurt now. He loved his wife. Man, when you have an amazing person such as Fred Thomas, I mean, wow, he left a mark on this world. He truly did. He will truly be missed. So this is not goodbye, Fred. This is see you later. He graced the stage like no other. Phenomenal friend, phenomenal comic. So, shout out to you, Fred. I salute you. Rest in heaven. They say it ain't no resting in heaven, but we say rest in heaven. So I just want to say rest in heaven. You truly put in some work. Oftentimes, I would talk to Fred, and I'd be like, "Congratulations." He'd be like, "I'm just trying to put in work. Just trying to put in work." A couple times I talked to Fred and I was like, look, I'm ready to quit this. And Fred would remind me of my purpose and what I was called for So he was a great motivator, a great inspirator. So, Fred, you would truly be missed. I love you.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Steve Ward, aka the Bishop. Bishop Bucky? Hey, we are here just to celebrate the life of our dear friend and our dear brother, the one and only Pastor Fred. Man, we love you. We miss you. Oh God, how much we miss you, man. So sorry, man. My prayers go out to the family, the loved ones, the Thomas family, that God continues to strengthen you through this tough time. It's never easy, never ever easy to lose a loved one. Fred was an awesome father. He was an awesome husband. He was an awesome friend, awesome uncle, just awesome to everybody. Fred had such a wonderful, kind, awesome spirit. And I enjoyed working with him. We did a lot of things together. We've been on comedy shows together. We flew out to Arizona to shoot Faith Cuts with Church Stars. Shout out to you, Nicole, Newman. Thank you so much for everything that you do, being so unselfish to help others, and bringing us out there to be a part of what you do. Thank you so much. God bless you. One of the most notable things that I remember Pastor Fred was something about this butter biscuit, bluebells, ice cream, stop breathing, your breath is killing me. Those were videos that just had me cracking up. And I am truly going to miss those videos, because I'll get on Facebook and I will scroll and I will see Pastor Fred's face and I will see the arrow before you get ready to push it. I'm like, you know what? I know this dude getting ready to clown right now, and he ready to make me laugh. And as soon as I hit that arrow, he's like, something about this biscuit. I'm like, man, this guy right here. But anyway, man, Fred was a very hilarious guy, very funny with it, very down to earth, just an all around cool guy. And I'm going to miss that. We had some things planned that we were going to work on, but it's cool. It's cool. Thank you, Fred, Pastor Fred, for the opportunity to have done some great things with you. And I'm going to miss you. This is hard for me. I'm not going to lie and say that I haven't been emotional, because I lost a good friend, lost a comedian buddy, and it's never easy when you lose a loved one. And I'm still going, in mourning over my grandmother, that passed away 4 years ago. So, but hey, we just, in these situations, we just ask God to just strengthen us and just comfort us in these times. These times are never easy. But anyway, enough of that. I love you guys. Again, thank you for the opportunity to be able to just get on here and just say just a few things. Fred, Pastor Fred, thank you for all that you did for the body of Christ. Thank you for bringing laughter. The Bible says that laughter doeth a good, a body good like a medicine. And my dude, that's what you brought to the body of Christ. So we celebrate you. We thank you. We thank you for everything that you did, for all the laughs, and for all the great moments that we all had an opportunity to work with you. And you're going to truly be missed. And I pretty much don't have anything else to say. So with that, I'm going to say to everyone, stay blessed, stay safe. Please, I appeal to everybody, please take Corona seriously. It's no joke. It is no joke. Please wear your mask. wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, do your best not to touch public handles, because people are not washing their hands. You know, they're coughing on their hands or sneezing on their hands, and going and touching handles and things like that, and you go right behind them and touch their germs, and then you scratch your face. You know, that's how this terrible virus is spreading. So please, everybody, I love all of you, and I want to see everybody safe. Let's please do our very, very, very best to fight this virus. Again, stay safe. I love you, and Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2021. I pray that your 2021 is much better than your 2020 was an awful year, and I just pray that 2021 is just going to get better and better and better for you. God bless you. I love you.
Dear Fred, it's so hard to say goodbye. So see you later is a lot less final. To the world, you were the funny guy, biscuit man, bluebell man, quartet lover, preacher, and encourager. But to me, you were a husband, my best friend, prayer partner, motivator, comforter, and leader. On June 28, 2008, as I walked down the aisle, you sang a song you wrote for me, called The Gift God Gave to Me. It has been my privilege and honor to be your gift for the past 12 years. To support your every dream, from buying a bus, giving away houses, to singing quartet again. I watch you press your way daily to bring laughter into the lives of others and provide for your family even when you were in pain. You never complained. I love you, Thomas, with every fiber of my being. And I say, job well done, my love. You have finished the race, and I am proud to have run it with you. I heard you tell me the other day, keep trusting God. You know we will. You have sown a lot of great seeds, and we are reaping the harvest of your good work. Your loving wife, Desiree. Well, there you have it. Fred, we wanted to send you home right. So, I hope everybody has enjoyed our tribute. We truly love, respect, and will continue to honor your memory. I know you're up there making them laugh, Pastor Fred, and just this is so unbelievable. But we wanted to do something special to honor you, to make sure that you and your family knew how much that you meant to so many people, how you blessed us with the gift of laughter. We love you, Fred.
But I get all these crazy inboxes, but what keeps me going, Bishop, is when a young lady will say, my daddy's got cancer. Hadn't laughed in months. But we're sitting here looking at the laptop, looking at your videos, and he's laughing. To know that it's inspiring somebody. Thank you. When a classroom is sitting around watching, and when people see you in the store and say, that's the Bluebell man. I hate they do that now, they don't recall it again. But anyway, some stuff it ain't nobody but God. But God has a remedy for this world. You got to learn how to laugh in the rain. God's got some blessings for us, doesn't he?